Hello Professor, this is Mohanapriya Jagadishwar Nilangu, and in this video I'm going to explain my assignment 3, JWT token based authentication. So let me explain what is mean by JWT. It is a JSON web token which is used for a secure transmission of information between parties as a JSON object, and it can be completed in two steps. The first one is to obtain an access token which is called as JWT token, and the second step is to use this access token as a key for granting access to the secure websites. So let's get into the topic now. The first step of our project is we have to create a new project, and it must be an ASP.NET Core Web API. And here I have to give a name to the project. I'm giving it as a JWT authentication token bearer, and I have given a location, and then we are going for next. So here we have to choose it as a .NET 5, and we have to uncheck the configure for HTTPS. Now we have to create our project. This is our default weather forecast program, and if we run this program we are getting output like this with a text line, application or JSON, and text or JSON. So this is not a secure way of accessing the data. So for that purpose only, we are creating this project JWT authentication token. And the first thing what we have to do is the first step is we have to provide a key for the app settings.json file, and here we are providing a key. This is a sample key which is a credit key for the encryption purpose. And after creating this key, what we have to do is we have to create properties for this key. So for that we have to create a new folder called models. For that we have to right click this and go to add and go to new folder. So here what I'm going to rename it as so here adding a new folder which will be named as models, and in this model I'm going to create a class. So the class will be called as app settings.cs, and this is the file which is going to have the properties for the key. So the property has been given and we are saving the file now. And here inside the controller we are having a weather forecast controller by default, and here now I'm going to make some modification in the default program. So this is how my program looks, and here we have some errors and we need to rectify that by showing potential fixes and adding a namespaces for that. So here we have to install a package for that, for the JWT bearer defaults. After installing the namespace, we don't have any error now, and we are saving the file now. This is the page where the browser will get data from, and this weather forecast controller has the authorization method for the web browser to be used, and it can be used in a secure way. And the next thing what we are going to do is we are going for the startup.cs file, and this is a default program, and what we are going to do is we are going to change it now. So here we are going to change the configuration code here, which is the code that we are using will be used for the authentication purpose, and we are having some errors, and we have to clear the errors. After removing all the errors, we have here two errors which will be for authentication service. We have to create an interface. So what we are going to do is we are making it as a command, and if we run this program now, so if you run the program with the command line, the page will not be opened. So the next step is to create a student.cs file under models class. It is named as student.cs, and here we are going to give the instance for the authentication access. Like we are giving the name and ID here, and I'm saving it now. And it's showing some kind of error. Let me look into that. And now I'm going to create an authenticate service file. For that, what I have to do is to have to create a new folder called services, and in this folder I'm going to create a um, class which is called as authenticate service.cs, and here I'm going to add my own code, and this is the authentication file which will be having our credentials, sorry, having our credentials, username and password. And here showing some error. Oh, so here we have to make it as an interface for the authentication, and it will be showing. Okay, now the error has been cleared, and we have to save this file now. Sorry, the last one we have to create in the model file. We have to create a class authentication service in a model file. So we are creating it in a model file, and now what we are going to do is, so here we have given the authenticate and it's showing some error, and we are clearing it, and we are given our credentials like our name and username password. And now here we are facing an error called I authenticate service. For this we have to create, when we show potential, we have to create an interface. For that what we are going to do is, under the service category we are going to add a class called I authenticate service.cs, and in this file we are going to give a credential for that. And here the error has been all the error has been cleared, and I'm saving this. When you look into the authenticate service, it's showing some error. And now I'm going to create a controller, and called, by adding controller authentication service dot, it should be an empty controller, and the name is authentic authentication controller dot cs, and I'm adding the file, and it got resulted here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it into my code. So here are the codes, and it has some error, so let me look into that. So I'm adding here, and then the studio. Okay, now all the errors has been cleared, and I'm going to save this file. So now we are good with this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this program, and when I run this program, what I have for in which I am going to run this program and Postman. So what I have to do is I have to copy the URL from the browser, and I have to paste it in the Postman service. So before that, let me explain what does mean by why Postman is being used. It is a popular API client. It is, and which makes easy for the developers to create, share, test the document API. and it is done by allowing user to create and save simple and complex HTTP requests as well as to read their responses, and the result is more efficient and it is a less tedious work. So we are using the Postman here. So we are going to copy this URL, and what we are going to do is we are going to Postman, and we are going to paste the URL in the get folder. So here we can see the author could not send request because of the authorization. So what we have to do is we are going to pass the same forecast but as a post method, and we are going to use the authentication method, and we are going to send the request now, and we are going for the body, and we are going to provide the raw data called username and password here. So here I have given my username and password. I have to use this for the authentication.